10 minutes to 10. Kitty cat. All hunkered down. Fabric. It looks like an impressionist painting when you see it, the whole thing. It's kind of hard to tell close up. I'd been eyeballing for a long time. Every time I go into Hobby Lobby, I see it. I'm like, that's what I want. That's what I want for this room. So I dug deep in my pocket and I bought it. $30 a yard, and I needed 2 3/4 yards. So that was a lot. And the lady says, well, we've got all these others on sale. And I said, but that's the one I wanted, so I'm going to get it. And I told her how I live in this converted garage, and I told her my story and all that. I think she felt real bad for me, and she gave me a 25% off discount. Thank you, lady. Thank you so much. Part of making me feel good again. Yeah. With all the politics and stuff going on, you feel hopeless. That's one thing that when Barack Obama ran for president, on his posters and stuff, it said hope. And it's true. Without hope, you're lost. You've pretty much folded up and there's not much you can do. I haven't given up the fight yet. No, I'm not going to give up this fight because I think I've lived through it before in another life. Was pursued and killed by Nazis. I'm not going to let it happen again. 2 nights ago, I woke up at 3 in the morning, hollering, not screaming. I don't think I can scream, but I'm yelling because in my dream, somebody had like a 2x4 and they swung it around and hit me square in the back, and I was in pain. I woke up in pain. I had to write Brian and Ashley messages so that whenever they woke up to read it or whatever, they knew if they heard a noise what it was. I had to apologize. It's horrible. It's horrible. Fascists are terrible. What's going on in this country with all these weenie butts is terrible. It's like you would think mankind would have learned, but the people that are starting all this bullshit, they're hardly affected. They're guys with lots of money. Until those fuckers get a backbone and some balls and tell the orange-faced buffoon no, it's going to continue. The right people have to say no. Just like when a child misbehaves, if his brother says, hey, no, he's not going to listen. Even mom and dad, if they say no, he won't listen. But the right person has to say no before that mean person will listen. He has to know there are limits. And that's what you teach children when they're little. You teach them limits. They can't have all the cookies in the bag. There's reasons. Maybe you don't want to go out and buy more cookies. Maybe it'll make them sick. It's not good for them. Or they have to learn to restrain themselves sometimes. That's why we teach children limits. Everyone has to know limits. It's just kind of better for you until you realize, I can't eat all of that. It'll make me sick. Or if I stay up 24 hours and another 24 hours, and I won't be able to function correctly. So you gotta know your limits. Yeah. Anyway, I've been sitting here like hand sewing these curtains and doing this and doing that and getting it together in my mind to get up and vacuum and clean, and I hear out the window, Nana, 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 the little one, and then Spencer comes right behind him. Nana, Nana, come out and play. Can you come out and play? So I drop what I'm doing and don't get stuff done. I've got lots to do, obviously, but last a few days, it's, Nana, Nana, come out and play. So I do. Spencer helped Mommy mow the yard today with the electric lawnmower. He walks like right in front of her on his hands or on the handlebars, and she's pushing too. It's an electric one. She can let go of the button at any time and stop it. And the little guy and I were playing, and then the yard has watering irrigation sprinkler things. Some of them were broken, some weren't working right. And then they get mud or dirt on them, and they can't. This little tube has to slide up, and then it sprays out. But if you get dirt and dust and crap in there, little rocks, it doesn't work right. So she's been taking those apart, cleaning them and repairing them. Apparently there's a leak somewhere underground that maybe the moles or whatever they are chewed through, because she had it turned on to see if the other things were working. All the other things were working, and then there was like an underground water seepage. And 3 days, 3 moles the other day. There were 3 of them. One crawled up out of the hole because it was all wet. Another one was dead. And another one the dogs got. So we've had 3 in the last couple days. I don't know. Pour sauerkraut juice down the hole. Right. Get a little shoe platter dance. Mouse come up, the kind that slap their legs when they're dancing. Oktoberfest ought to be soon, I would think. I'll have to look to see. Maybe I missed it. I like to go every year. Dress up in my dirndl, and I go. One that's local and nearby and has kind of a schmaltzy local band of old guys playing like the Beer Barrel Polka, which is the real title of that song is Rosamunda. And then they'll play other songs, and they'll play the chicken dance song, da 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 da. And I like to get anyone up dancing. You'd think I was part of the show, but it's so much fun. I don't know if I miss it this year or not. This year, time goes so quickly, and I've just been missing a lot of stuff. By the time I figure out something, that's already gone. This year has passed very, very quickly. I know it's because I'm older, and the older you get, the faster it passes. I don't get anything done, and then it's the next day, and I keep saying, I'll vacuum tomorrow, Like teaching the kids limits, I gotta set limits for myself. Daddy's off tomorrow, so they won't need Nana to play unless we're all going somewhere, but I don't think so. So I'll have the day to do that for myself, because the kids will be busy with Mommy and Daddy. Monday, Brian is home to watch the little one, so I can get some stuff done and try to ride the bicycle, see if it's rideable, see if it's right for me. If not, put it in the garage sale. And Kim asked me how much I wanted for the shoe bench. That's Ashley's sister. She said she's interested in it. And I said, you can have it for free. Your family. She goes, no, I don't want to pay for it. How much? I said, well, I don't know. I was going to ask $10 for it. I might have asked $20 for it, but because they're real expensive if you have to buy them. But she can have it for free. I don't really have that much going. I've got a telescope. I don't think Ash and Brian are interested in it. It's very complicated putting it together and all. It's a pretty good telescope. I'll have to ask a decent price for it. And a TV stand, and a cheapo guitar, and a this and a that, and a few other things. I don't have that much. Ashley has a lot of little baby stuff. So, how long have I talked? Oh, okay. Too long, but anyway. My eating schedule's messed up. My sleeping schedule's definitely messed up. I'm definitely living in a different time zone, because like about 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning, I'm ready to just pass out. I might sleep And I might be up at night, but I don't get restful sleep. I don't get good sleep. So when I'm sitting here, right, I eat breakfast, and then I'm sitting watching a couple things in the morning on TV, fall asleep. I don't know. I'm trying to teach myself otherwise, but and I haven't been going to the gym, but I've been keeping busy with the kids. I want to get to a more normal something or other, a little more normal routine, so I can play the organ and learn some music, so that I can impress people if I go anywhere where there's a piano. Hearing someone go, oh, a piano, and they go up to play like Heart and Soul, dee 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 dee, Heart and Soul, doo 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 doo, and then they don't know the keys, and they'll go dee 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 dee, and like, ah. So I've got to learn to play something decent so I can impress people. Shame on me. Yeah, my spirits are better now that I played with the kids all day. Yesterday I was really depressed watching all this shit on TV and oh God. And how other people in other countries see these things that are happening here and their opinions on it. And some of them have some really wonky opinions. Like that guy that got shot, that supposedly religious guy, Mormon. And there are religions, and I think Mormonism is one of them, or LDS, Latter-day Saints. The men have a say, but the women don't. Women are basically supposed to be barefoot and pregnant and not have decent jobs, and the men are supposed to do this, and the men are allowed to do that, and the men are and there's another religion. I was in a play with a guy. His parents were that one. I don't remember what it was. He fell out of a tree and broke his leg. Did they take him to the doctor? No, they prayed over him, and only the men were allowed to pray. I was like, that's pretty fucked up. I'm sorry. You can believe your thing, believe your religion, but that's pretty fucked up. Like, women can't do this and women can't do that. A long time ago, women could only be mommies, secretaries, or nurses, or maybe teachers. And that's it. Nothing else. I have a female cousin that's a biochemist, a damn good one. And, I mean, there's lots of women out there that are just fantastic. So, don't buy into that crapola. Take it as a person by person, not as a man or woman. Now, the only thing that might differ on that is sports for glory, like Olympics or sports for prizes or who's number one. If it's a man transitioning into a woman, men tend to have more upper body strength. Women tend to have more lower body strength. So it might be an unfair advantage, but I don't know. I don't know enough about that. But I've been around trans people. I've been around gay people. Being in theater, you are a lot around all kinds of people. I don't have a problem with that at all. If they're telling me, oh, I pick he, she, or I pick he and him, or whatever the pronoun thing, I said, just act the way you want to act, and I will call you accordingly. If you act like a woman, I'm going to call you a she. But I'm old. I can't memorize all this new stuff all the time. I have trouble just doing stuff on this phone. I'm sure there's more neat stuff I could do on it. But it's like, I don't wanna. You reach a certain age. You have so much crap crammed in your head, you don't wanna. So, yeah. Won't be long. It's 10 o'clock now. I'm gonna have to go to bed pretty soon, I guess. I say that every night and end up going to bed about 1. Time flies. Gonna watch a few things maybe and then go to bed. Make myself a cup of coffee, and no, it doesn't keep me awake. It puts me to sleep. What keeps me awake are these little tiny chocolate chips I've been eating. And they're tiny. how tiny they are? Very tiny. Or soda with the carbonation and sugar. That keeps me alert. When I was coding medical records, I used to eat Red Hots. I ate Red Hots. I had them at my desk. It's full of sugar and cinnamon. Until my tongue was sore, I ate Red Hots. Probably caused a few more broken teeth and cavities doing that, but it kept me alert. That's, a lot of doctors don't want to have to test you for ADHD or this problem or that problem, so they don't. And if you beg them to, that it costs, all these tests cost money and stuff. I used to be on ADHD medicine, but it's been a long time. I have ADHD, OCD, clinical depression, CPTSD, complex post-traumatic stress disorder, from living under a narcissist and then leaving my mom's house and living with an abusive narcissist, where you're threatened every day of having you or your family injured, shot, damaged, whatever, and it's very stressful. So I've got all this stuff messing me up, and I'm trying to undo it. You can't totally undo all of it, but you can learn to live with it. You can learn other methods of relaxation and learn not to do that or get in that situation again if at all possible. That's why I'm alone. Brian thinks it's weird that I talk to myself all the time, and I do. I entertain myself. I don't have anyone else to do it. And not everything on TV is pleasant, so I entertain myself. Yeah. Periodically I'll go to open mic night. I didn't feel like it this week, and besides, I was playing with the kids all day Wednesday, and just didn't feel like it. Alright. Oh my God, 18 minutes. God bless America. And please, God bless America. We need it. We are the wrong people are saying yes to the buffoon. They need to grow a spine and some balls and say no to him. Like a child learning limits, this guy he needs a cap put on. Boom, that's it. Yeah. Well, I've got stuff to do so I can go to bed and get upward. Get up in the morning, go upward and onward.